My name is Mylene Carino.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
there we go. We've got that microphone on, and that is awesome. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board here today. It is Saturday, July 23rd, and it is a wonderful day. It's warm here, and going to be warmer yet. The weather guessers were way off. They said 23 for a high, and I don't know. I don't believe them for some funny reason, because it's already 24. So I'm sure it's going to get a little warmer. It's just about 2 p.m. here, so pretty cool and awesome. Let me just advance that a little bit so we get back to lava flow. Oh, come on, lava flow, lava flow. We want lava flow. There we go. We'll put it about there. That'll work. All right. So welcome, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board today. Start out by saying welcome to the moderators. Arizona Snowman is in the house. Wonderful Piggy is here as well. Lucas Snow may be in and out. I know he said tomorrow he won't be there, but not sure if he's there today. So that's all cool. And C&D Boy, I haven't seen him yet, nor have I seen Joseph Fields Official, but we're all good. We've got Arizona Snowman and Piggy here, so they can handle most of what comes along, and that is pretty awesome. So thank you guys for being here. Also, welcome to all of our wonderful guests and members alike. Everybody is all part of that wonderful, big, happy lava family. And just looking at some older videos here of Cumbre Vieja. And yeah, there's some pretty awesome stuff that happened out there last year. And I wish we had another one like that. Or another Ragnar somewhere. That would be cool too, and I would really like that. Anyway, let's see if we can get on with this and get those cookies out to the first person in today. And of course, that first person in was Hermione Schaefer, and of course Fluffy and the Kraken of Holland. That is just too funny. Anyway, welcome everyone else, and glad to have you here. And I'll start naming off names. Welcome to Chuckster and Sophie and Linda Shoof, and Sharon Stewart is here. Welcome. There's that Chuckster again. Okay. Gura made it in. Welcome, Gura. Sue Hayes, Sophie. Yeah, we got those. Kevin Haynes, welcome, and going up the list a little bit more. Henry Nelson is here. Welcome. Kate made it back in. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more here to see Wessex Dragon. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. Glad to have you on board. And going up the list a little bit more. And who else we got? Anna Wallner. Welcome, Anna. Glad to have you on board. And guten Abend. Let's see what else we got. Who else is in here that we have to say hi to? James Bong. Welcome back. And hey, how come there was a pig on there? How does that happen? They pop in and out just like crazy. Welcome, Layla. Glad to have you back on board. And going up some more. Lots of chit-chat going on, which is really good. 2 Pineapples is in the house. He's housebound because it's raining too much. And that is unfortunate. And it's too bad he can't get over there. That would be really nice. Because there is a little bit of a lava breakout at Kilauea, and when we say that, it's still all confined to the caldera, of course, but just a little extra lava in the caldera, which is going to be good to look at. And let's see what else we got here. Who else made it in? We got Kate, we got Kevin. Going up. Oh, Joseph Fields official is here. Welcome, Joseph. I'm glad that you're on board. We got Sharon Stewart. We got Tom, Dice, and Pepper. And welcome, Tom and Pepper. Which one of them two are more spicy? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll never. I want to know. Pepper went for a swim, from what I heard, and is all tuckered out, so that's probably a good thing. Looking up the list some more here, looking for other names, and boy, you guys chat lots. Arliss Scott, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, maybe I can find one or two more names up here. No, I can't. I'm all the way to the top. I'll have to go back to the bottom. We see Bananapus saying, ouch, Pepper is sleeping. Okay, no problem, Tom. And let's see, Oinkers, welcome, Bananapus, and glad to have you on board. King Colin Deadman also popped in. Welcome, Colin. And did I miss anyone else while I was down on the bottom here or up at the top looking? I got Chuckster. I got Anna. We got. Oh, I think I got everybody. For now, we should be good. So hey, that's awesome. Anyway, what's on the screen? Of course, Cumbre Vieja. From last year. Hey, Nick Addison just popped in as well. Anyway, Cumbre Vieja from, what is the date? October 31st of last year. So that is what's on the screen. But we'll leave that be. That's okay for now. And we'll pop around and see what's going on around the world. I know everybody wants to see, well, what's this lava breakout at Kilauea? All right, fine. Be that way. Anyway, did I mess this up? No, that's not what I wanted to show. This one. Okay, so this one here is what it looked like at 2:28 a.m. And that is what we were seeing. And whoop, I want to go on one more there. And let me get rid of that banner as soon as I can find the darn thing. There it is. Okay, so that's kind of where that lava patch was sitting at about 2:30 this morning, and then it had an extra push, and that actually came out like that. So the area here cooled down a little bit, but they got more yummy lava. That's your primary vent right there. So that is really interesting. Where's it coming up is the real question. So we'll see. Anyway, that's kind of a teaser. We'll talk about that in a little while. But for now, we will leave you. Well, we shouldn't leave you there. We'll leave you back on this page, and then I'm just going to pause that. We're going to go to Sicily first. So. Hey, Toad? No. Anyway, there we go. And unfortunately, it got dark there. Darn it. Why does that happen all the time? Every time I look, it's dark. Orange... What's... Oh, yeah, orangeade spillage. Perhaps, somebody had some a really good orange juice and dumped a whole bunch of it. But if Trevor doesn't show up here right away, he's supposed to bring that big tanker in on the north side of the caldera there. Hopefully he'll be able to suck some of that out and it'll cool off real quick. Anyway, I'm kidding. He won't be there. 2 pineapples knows. Anyway, let's have a look. We don't see a heck of a lot. We do see the little tiny bit of a star up there every once in a while. But I think there's some hazy smoke and stuff going on. So very hard to see what's happening in Sicily right now. Why is that not live, by the way? There we go. Okay, now it's live. All right, I was lagging by about a minute. Anyway, that's what we see. Let's have a quick look though, and take a look at this, and this will help you out with what it looked like in the wee hours this morning, and of course from about 6 o'clock onward. And that looked not bad as the sun was rising over a wonderful Mount Etna. And this playback, of course, is a time lapse. So what you're seeing is about an hour compressed down to a minute and 30 seconds. So that smoke billowing out of the top of Etna is not coming out that fast. It is actually very, very slow, and that is kind of what we're looking at. Nightbot smoke break. Oh, yeah, sure. Anyway, who else just popped in here? Justine, welcome. And Magna Chats. Okay, Magna Chats. All right. Anyway, it does look pretty darn good, and I kind of like those morning views there. That's actually pretty nice, with the beautiful sun rising and wonderful temperatures, and no snow in the winter time, and all that nice stuff. So pretty awesome. And yeah. We can see how that wind was pushing our plume of smoke in the opposite direction there. So looked pretty good. And there really isn't that much coming off the very top vent that we see. But we do see it coming from that back vent. And it's not pushing out as much. There's Dr. Fox's van. What? Whoa, what's in my van? Hey, well, what are you looking around? All right. Twinkies are not down there anymore. I took them out. It was going to get too hot, otherwise we'd get melted Twinkies. By the way, I don't know what temperature Twinkies melt at. Iceland, Italy, our dreamland once a year. There you go, Anna. And that is wonderful. Anyway, looks pretty awesome there, but dark, of course, so we are unable to see the other things that are going on. Oh, that one is buffering. I don't think we can even see anything on it if it does go live. No, other camera's buffering, so we'll leave that alone, and we'll move over to our next wonderful one, and that is Ragnar. Did you take your ice cream out of the van? Yes, I did. It's in the freezer. And hey, what happened to Ragnar? I seen it earlier. Somebody's hiding Ragnar on us. Let's go back, well, even an hour, and see. And hey, there it is. And there's Ragnar about an hour ago, not in the clouds yet. And as you see here, lots of off-gassing, lots of smoke coming from Ragnar. And we can still see the heat plumes when you just see the rippling of the air right there. And also over here in the background, but interesting to see the extra smoke coming off of there, and that is just the way it is, I guess. So not anything new and fantastic, but at least it is still there doing its thing. If we go back another hour, roughly about there, and that's a couple hours ago now. Basically the same thing. You do see the heat plumes definitely coming off of there, so pretty interesting. And going back a little bit more, that's, what's the time on it? And that is just after, is it 1700 or 5 p.m. Their time. It continued to do that, and we'll back up a little bit more here. and that should be about 4 p.m. roughly, almost. And we definitely see the heat plumes coming out. Not so much smoke though, but definitely notice the heat plumes in this area as well as right over here. So very interesting to kind of watch this thing in its fumarole state, unfortunately. What? No point, Dr. Fox, taking it down now. Nearly Xmas again. What? What are you talking about? In the corner of the studio? Uh-oh. I missed something. Piggy, I missed something. All right. It's okay. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I missed. Okay, lights? Oh, maybe that's the thing. There we go. Hey, Gura throws in a super chat. Wow, Gura. That's awesome. And thank you kindly. Gura, I'm just writing that down here. Swedish kroners, and that's 45 Swedish kroners. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate that support, Gura. And that's awesome. Anyway, that is what we're seeing here at Ragnar, and unfortunately, live shot right now is in the dark, I guess. A quick peek over at the city of Reykjavik, and we see that it is getting near sunset, and they've got some cloudy conditions there as well. Quick peek over at Notthaggy Valley, and it's not so visible. There actually doesn't look too bad right there, and that was from what was it? Oh, it's changing on me. Darn it. It was from 1221 is what it looked like at that point, and that, of course, Notthaggy Valley, and this is the area where it comes down out of Geldingatarler, down into Notthaggy, and then the other three little streams here that you see, that is coming from Upper Meridalia or Southern Meridalia, flowing down into Notthaggy. And of course it stopped over here. There's the berm, and that's as far as the lava went. It didn't quite get to the berm, but it looked pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm just kind of wondering what it's going to look like in, say, 5 years. You know, I'm thinking we're still going to have a lava field here. We know it takes a long time for any of this moss material that grows here to start growing on the lava. And of course, weather makes a big difference. So the more rough weather they get, the faster the breakdowns and stuff like that. LOL. Linda blamed Dr. Fox. She didn't take it down. What are we talking about? I gotta try. Too soon? What the heck are you guys talking about? I gotta figure out what's going on here. Oh boy. Talking about Christmas. Why are you guys doing that? She's a bad doctor. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Got it. No point. Okay, what the heck? I'm scrolling back up here trying to figure out what Linda was talking about. Which way did it go? Checks under the Christmas. What? Christmas tree? I don't have a Christmas tree up. It's in the closet. Oh boy, you guys. Actually, I have 2 Christmas trees, and they're both in the closet. And I had 4 ghosts in there. Actually, I used to have 6, but 2 have disappeared. Anyone see those ghosts yet? I would like them back. Anyway, that is all good. Hey, I didn't say hi to Dave, our Gemma the Super Kitty. Welcome, Dave. Grandma B also made it in. Yeah, and the big spider is in there too. Yes, Grandma B, the spider is in there. So the Twinkies are in the closet under the two Christmas trees. Um, uh, Henry Watson. I mean Nelson. You really think so? Oh boy, this is going right downhill. All right, where am I supposed to be? Let's get back to looking at this. Too many scary things going on here. and, oh boy. Hey, look at that. It's the wrong chart. How did that happen? Anyway, let's get up to the Philadelphia chart and have a look and see what's going on in the area. Gonna do a quick refresh and we'll have a look. All right, yikes, spikes. Look at all these little spikes. We are on an upward trend and we have multiple spikes. And I did not look to see what was causing all of those. That is very, very interesting. But we'll try to find out. But that is lots of little quakes in the area or a ground movement. We'll take a look back at the Grindavik chart and see what it looked like after we did the refresh there. And I did do a refresh, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I think I did. I hope I did. It was quick. It should have. Yep. Yep, boy, that refresh is quick if that did. Anyway, we only see a couple in there. So those other ones must be closer to Ragnar than they are to Grindavik sensor. And so that is kind of neat, and we'll try to figure that out. There it is. So let's pop over and look at the earthquakes and try to make some heads and tails out of the situation. And of course, when I zoom in here, it's going to change things a little bit. All right, let's start up on the top here real quick and get these bigger ones out of the way. And come on, one more. Boy, you really got to zoom in to get these things going. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, there we go. From today, 11:53 a.m., 13.4 kilometers down, 2.3 in magnitude. This guy here, 1.5 in magnitude, 11.9 kilometers down from 11:55 is the time. And this 1.4, 11.9 kilometers down as well. 7:04 a.m. for that guy. Whoa, what happened to my screen? And let me see if I can get back on there real quick. Oh, wrong earthquake map. There we go. Trying to move it in the wrong direction. All right, looking at this one, another 1.4, 4:17 a.m., 4.6 kilometers down, so a little bit more shallow than the other three up there. Zooming back out so we can see where else we need to go. Right here, one little lonesome 1.1 from 5:17 this morning, and 8.1 kilometers down for that 1.1. Sliding down here a little bit more in a zoomed out mode, and we'll look. Yeah, we do see one little one here not too far away from Ascha, and that one, of course, it is 1.0, 6.2 kilometers down, and 8:08 a.m. Pretty cool. And let's see what else we got going on here. On this particular map, we are not seeing anything at Grimsvatn or Bardabunga, and we slide down here to Katla, and we don't see anything on Katla and this other, whatever that name is. I I'm still practicing. Leave me alone. Anyway, this one here in the middle of nowhere, 6:24 a.m., 1.6 in magnitude, 7.3 kilometers down. And let's zoom out again and take a look and see what else we've got. I'm looking for stuff up top here. I don't see anything, nor anything out here. On the other map, we've seen a 2.5 out here, and I'm kind of wondering why they did that. But let's zoom in here a little bit and see what we've got on. And of course, that's our Reykjanes Peninsula there, Reykjavik, capital city. The airport, international airport, Keflavik Airport right there. Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Jarvik, and then when we fly over here, we have the Blue Lagoon, the power plant, and Grindavik. So let's take a look at where these quakes are, and we've got this 1.6 and a 1.2 and a 1.1. I knew there was 2 there, not 3. That is 1.6, yeah, 5.1 kilometers down, 4:32 a.m. on that guy. The 1.1 is 4.9 kilometers down, 4:38 on that guy. And then the 1.2 is at 6:45 a.m., 5.3 kilometers down. And that is what we see out there. I don't think our sensor would have picked those up, but you never know. And we don't see anything on this map indicated where our wonderful Ragnar's located, which is right here in Geldingadalur. And we just don't see it. And for those who need to know, there's Notthagi Valley down here, and the berm is somewhere about here. And that's kind of what we are seeing there. All right, going over here, the other one that they indicated, 1.8, 9:09 a.m., 5.5 kilometers down, and that is kind of out in that area that everybody really doesn't want any shakers there, because if it does come down, it'll definitely cause town some issues, and we don't want that. Looking at the rest of what's here, let's have a quick peek. We've got 3 of them here. One, this is from yesterday, 20:03, 6.2 kilometers down for that 1.1. The 1.5 from yesterday at 20:06 as well. And is this same thing? This one was from 1855 yesterday. 5.8 kilometers down. Not going to worry about those so much. We do have a 1.3 down at the end here. That one was from today at 11:45, 5.1 kilometers down, and 1.3 in magnitude. Then we also have a 1.2 out here in the water, and that is at a depth of 7.1 kilometers, and it is 6:31 a.m. Was the time on that 1.2. So zooming out, looking for more, and there we do see another 1.1, and have a quick peek at it, and that is 10 kilometers down, 1.1 in magnitude, and 6:31 a.m. So a little bit deeper for that guy. But that is what's showing up on this map. It really truly does not explain all those little spikes that we've seen on our chart. So let's go look at the other one. Oh, I see they reduced this to a 1.8 from the 2.5 it said earlier, and that's where that is. That was on 12:59 this afternoon Icelandic time, 5.2 kilometers down, and reduced from a 2.1 to a 1.8. There we go. This is an additional one here. I don't know if we have seen this. 12:24, 1.64, 7.3 kilometers down. Interesting. Makes a guy wonder what the heck is going on. Anyway, looking at what we've got, and remember we are looking for multiple spikes, and I'm just going to go right in here. This happened at 3:55 a.m. 0.23, and that would have shown up on our chart. 5.6 kilometers down for that guy. This one was from yesterday at 22:11, 0.81, 5.7 kilometers down. Still doesn't give me what rang the bells. And I'm wondering if it's this guy here at 1.5. That's not that far away. It could have been at 10:32 a.m. 5.0 kilometers down and 1.55 in magnitude. So that could have very well been it. There's several others right beside it here as well. One 10:38. Yeah, I think these might be the culprits that rattled our sensor a little bit. 10:38 a.m. and 1.0, 4.8 kilometers down. Then we have this other one here. It is a 1.25, 5.2 kilometers down at 12:45, just about 12:46 in the afternoon, right after lunch. Hey, Wonky Donkey, welcome, and I hope you brought the lava truck in on the big one in over on the northern side of the caldera there in Hawaii. That way, two pineapples won't see you, and we'll just start pumping because there's lots of extra lava. I promise nobody will notice. Anyway, here we go. 0.08 and 1550 was the time on that one, and that is 2.55 kilometers down. And that, I don't know if we would have seen that on our sensor, but this 1.8 at 1509 should have shown up there. That's kind of interesting. We'll take another look really quickly at the chart. So yeah, I think this would have been around, yeah, noon would have been about here. That would have been about 10 a.m. We had those three in small succession, so that could have been those. And as far as in the afternoon, that may be about 3 o'clock. I don't know if it would be. But yeah, I think we kind of have that figured out. So a few of them are there. And these other ones here, again, very small quakes, 3.4 kilometers down for that 0.29 from yesterday at 2100. And then right underneath the highway, but just about 4 kilometers down, 0.1 for 28 a.m. So I'm not sure if that would have done anything. I don't think there are really anything major going on. And looking at this area, wow, we've got a whole big swarm of very small earthquakes here. And that is kind of interesting. I like it. So maybe we'll have some action down there. Who knows? But we'll definitely keep an eye on it and see what happens in the future. I did notice this 0.3 out here in the middle of the water as well, 2.5 kilometers down from yesterday at 2214. Very interesting. And they also showed a 2.3 up here, which is a little bit bigger. I thought the other one was a 1 point something that we seen on the other chart. 13.4 kilometers down from 1753 this afternoon. A real quick peek in at Astra. We did see one quake there on the other chart in this area, but we have a bunch of small ones here as well. So pretty cool looking, and we like that. Pretty awesome. I'm going to see just how deep they are. 5.2, 5.5, and 6.4. So yeah, they're way down. Not going to worry about anything popping out of the ground just yet. I wanted to see if there was anything here, but we don't see anything at Grimsvatn or Bardabunga. And Katla is quiet here. This is over by Hekla. We do see this point 58 from 2:34 a.m. 10.3 kilometers down roughly. We looked at that one on the other chart, 1.6, 7.3 kilometers down from 12:24. So that should bring us pretty close to our break time here, you guys. And heading to the Lurkers Lounge for ice cream. Oh boy. Are you going for ice cream? You know, it always happens, and when people go, and let's see if I can do this real quick here. Ignore this, ignore that one, and let's see if we can do this here. There. Okay, you're going for ice cream, and we're going to go for ice cream too. All right, and no peeking at the piggy, but he's got some ice cream. Yummy. All right. And that one's sticking his tongue out. Okay, back to where we're supposed to be for our break. It changed and didn't allow me to turn that off. Okay. There. All right, I got that off. Too much fun. So, anyway, yep, those gremlins got me again. All right, you good folks. For those who have not yet hit that like button, please do hit that like if you are enjoying the show. And of course, for those who are new, if you have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I will be back in a little bit. That music lurks. The music lurks. All right. I'll be back. Keep smiling. Play nice in the lava. I'll be back. All right, I have the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And of course, what we've got on screen is Cumbre Vieja volcano from last year. October 31st is the date that this was recorded, and that is what we were watching way back then. So pretty awesome. Thank you for the welcome backs from Sue Hayes and Trevor and Alba Girl is here. Welcome, as well as Gura and Kevin and Grandma B and Kate. I think everybody got me here. Sharon Stewart says, I can hear you, Dr. Fox. All right. Welcome front. Thanks, Piggy. That's probably better. I was getting whiplashed with that twerking tail there. So, anyway, Adele, I'm here too. Welcome, Adele, and glad that you're on board, and good to see you. And I don't know if I missed any other people sneaking in here, but welcome to all of you in case I didn't say hi. And I see we have a Z Traveler. Interesting. Welcome. And BPC. Not sure what that is. British Petroleum Company. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see what else we can find out today. So I'm going to use my magic stop the lava from flowing, and we will head off to other wonderful places. Ooh, gets out, get crayons out, missing a spot in the naughtiness corner. Color those walls, Piggy. Anyway, let's go here and look at that. We can even have daylight there yet in the Azores. And that, of course, is the Azore Islands. We are on São Jorge. And what we are doing is looking down at the one harbor, and if you could see it, yeah, I know it's hiding behind the clouds way over there. You can see Mount Montana, and if you want a better view of that, we do have this picture which kind of gives you a better idea, and you can see it there. So that is Pico Island. That's about 18 kilometers across. That straight to get over there from St. George, so a little ways away. But anyway, that is our current shot, just so you guys can see what it looks like. And while we're looking at that, I'm trying to found my page. Things moved around again, had to restart. Here's our little cove, and there's that rock I talk about. It looks very calm out there today, very little wave action, so not very much white water happening down here at the shoreline, which is probably really good. So if you're going out fishing, I think now would be a good time. Don't know if they bite during the day as well. So moving on, here's the other harbor shot. Normally we see that ship anchored right there. And we can see some of the smaller sailing vessels just off the side, and that's kind of what it looks like at the other harbor. And Anna Wallner, wow, for bunny snacks, and thanks for a wonderful volcano stream. I enjoy it always. Thank you very kindly, Anna. That is an awesome 20 euro super chat. Very kind of you. Thank you, Anna, and I appreciate that wonderful super chat, and I got it written down here. Good. And Oscar Oli, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see what else we've got here. Let's go over, have a look at how many earthquakes we had, and we'll take a look. And I'm gonna pop that screen a little bit bigger. Okay, so looking at our list here, yesterday we had 2 there. Today we have 1. Or sorry, that is actually from yesterday. My bad. Yesterday we had 1. Day before we had 2. Today we have none. So if we close that, that's kind of the wrong depiction of the map, because it doesn't show the true what we've got right now. And I don't think it'll change any, because this thing is automatically updated. I'm doing that now just to double check. And no, we don't see anything there. And I popped over to the other map. I did update that one earlier. I'm gonna check, and we'll make that a little bigger. There we go. And of course, here is São George right there. This is Pico Island and Fayal Island, and we are not seeing anything. And there is a quake that happened down here, 2.5, and that would have been over on the almost on the African side of the plate, and or the plates 6 hours ago anyway is when that happened. And I'm not going to worry about that one so much. Here's the information on it. It does not show a depth other than saying it is up at the surface. So if we click on that, of course it takes us elsewhere. There we go, showing that it is a surface quake. And I find that a little bit interesting, because if it's surface on the ground, it's still under a couple of kilometers of water or a kilometer of water or something. But anyway, that is what we see there today. So really not a heck of a lot happening in the Azores, and very quiet day. So no earthquakes, and everybody can relax and do their thing. Welcome, Daryl R, and glad to have you on board. Next volcanoes, let's have a look and see. Hey, there is wonderful Popocatépetl, and it is even showing itself without too much snow on it, and it is nice to be able to see it. I was trying to get the sites back up and working this morning. I was having a heck of a time. They all went down. I think they had a power failure down there or something, and it was difficult to do anything with it. Looking at one of the other views here, you see there are some clouds hanging around. Not sure if that's actually from the volcano. Looking at what we've got in the area, I don't think it is. I think these are just extras that are sliding in. And of course, if we back up a whole bunch, about 5.5, 6 hours ago, there we see it more in the morning at 9:35 a.m. We do see it off-gassing some. Let's go back to the other one and see about that same area, and see if we notice it on this side. 9:37 a.m. Yeah, a little bit coming off, but not as much visible. And actually, right here in the earlier hours, we did have a golden sunrise, and we seen a nice plume coming off of there. So pretty cool. And even if we go all the way back into the nighttime shots, there we go, and that is 6:09 a.m. before sunrise anyway. Looks not bad. Backing up a little bit more time-wise, look at all the stars, gotta love it. And this is just about 4 a.m. That's what it looked like. Now, the fact that we can see these clouds so well, or the smoke, is because it is being lit up by the material down inside the caldera, as well as the moonlight, because you can see around the edges here, this is quite light, and it is moonlight in there as well. So dog hair, who's letting the dog, who let the dogs out, who let the dogs out, woof 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 woof. Okay, never mind, sorry, bad. Cut sidetracked. Wessex Dragon, welcome. Have you been keeping an eye on La Palma's reconstruction work? It's been interesting to watch some of the videos. I have watched some of it, and they've kind of slowed down a little bit on trying to get the roads through there. They're finding that the temperatures are still too high in some of those areas, and they are just not able to build. You lost your song voice, Doc. Yeah. I don't want to sing it loudly because I know I'm going to mess it up. Who let the dogs out? No, never mind. I see. I told you I'd mess it up. I did it already. Anyway, that is kind of what we're seeing at Popocatépetl. It was not bad when we seen it between clouds and things like that. So nice to have it there. This is the other stream, and of course, it is buffering, and it was in bad shape, so I don't think we're going to see anything on it. Yeah, so that is kind of it. Let's move on, though. Popocatépetl still doing its thing, and of course it is about 70 kilometers south. What looks for Dr. Fox's song voice. Is it on the closet? No, it's not on the closet. All right, now we're moved over to a different volcano. This is El Volcán de Colima. And of course, that is Fuego de Colima, if you want to call it that. And that is south of Guadalajara. Okay, Mexico, not down in Guatemala. Don't confuse the two. But there it is. We're not seeing a heck of a lot coming out of it. Been very quiet even when we go back. This is about 4 hours ago. I'm not seeing a darn thing there. There's some interesting cloud kind of things steaming up here, though. And I always wondered about what's going on. And if we take a look and going ahead a little bit, we notice there's a few other spots that are kind of doing the same thing. And I'm not sure what the heck is going on there, if it's just cloud in general or doing something else. We know it was in the clouds. There we go. That is about just 5 hours, 40 minutes ago. And that is what it looked like. And unfortunately, I'm not able to see anything any further back than that. Putting it back to live, this is what it is right now. So big, fluffy clouds hanging around it and doing their thing, and we don't get to see. Let's see what else we got. Found it in the bottom of the freezer. What did you find in the freezer? Oh my God. Anyway, this is our other Fuego, and this is the one in Guatemala. And Guatemala, of course, is a nice place, but it seems to have a volcano that likes to stay in the clouds. And we have no video, and I'm just checking here, and really there's no point in time here that we've seen it at all this morning or any time really from the wee hours. And anyway, we'll carry on since we can't see that one. This is Tolica, and Tolica is being quiet this morning, this afternoon, according to this, 2:50 p.m. Their time, and that is what we're seeing in Nicaragua from Tolica. Next one is unfortunately not visible. Momotombo. The earlier shots were not bad, so I'm surprised that they're having camera troubles again. And here is our last one for Nicaragua, Messiah volcano. We can definitely see it off-gassing. We see the caldera without any issues. Nice and green there too. So that is pretty good. Hides doctor's chair. What are you doing? I hope you're not putting my chair in the freezer. It won't fit. Okay. My God. They're tearing the place apart. And how come my van is up on blocks? What are you guys doing? Oh boy. I don't know. These troublemakers. I don't understand. Anyway, not very good views from this volcano either during the course of the night. And of course, that is Merapi. And Merapi, I'm sure, is not happy because it can't see a darn thing. And that makes for not good stuff. This is about 6 hours ago. And not hot seat, a cold seat. Brr. Piggy did it. Rats, we're looking in for your song voice. I lost that years ago, Piggy. Don't know where it is. Anyway, going back, looking at what we see here, we don't see a darn thing going all the way back to yesterday, and there really is nothing visible at Merapi, unfortunately. Actually, I lied. There is now. We see a little bit. Not very much though, but that's it, you guys. I'm not gonna be able to say much about that. Unfortunately, it's out of focus and far, far away. What is it? In a galaxy far, far away. There we go. All right. Popping over to the other one. Here is a close-up of some snow, and you always like snow, don't you? This is Mount Ruapehu over on the North Island of New Zealand, and we are not seeing anything pluming out of it, and that is a pretty good indicator. It is being quiet, very quiet today. So that's kind of what we've got there. Let's pop over to our other ones real quick, since, let's see. Any skiers? I don't see any skiers. Nope, no skiers. Okay. 5-minute warning. Look in the bottom of the freezer to the right for your song voice. It's cooling off, is it? Okay, let me make snow angels. Linda, you're welcome to do that. And now, while you're making snow angels, I will continue on here and report at what we see. There we go. All right, got on the right one. Luolatak, and 4:52 a.m. Smoking, and we see it taking off there. Kind of neat, but we don't see anything from Semeru. It is hiding in those dark clouds as well. Maybe a tiny speck right there. But that's kind of it. Not too much coming from Abu. And Abu, I don't know if we love you anymore. But you're not giving off any bad plumes of gas or anything. Up on the top here, this is, of course, Krakatoa. Krakatau, if you want to call it that, and son of Krakatoa, and it is continuing to do what it does, and it is erupting. And if we go back in time a little bit, it continued to do exactly that as we move back in the time frames, and we see at certain points in time it was much, much heavier than others. So we know that that thing is still cooking, and it's doing a fantastic job. So at least it's not going absolutely crazy, and I think that might be a good thing for the area. We do know that the SO2 has been going up in that area because of the eruptions, but hey, it's got to go if you're going to do that. Anyway, we backed up a whole bunch here from present time back to 2030 yesterday, their time, and it is still doing its thing continuously. So that is what we are seeing today, you guys, and that is back to present time. And if you want to have a little better look, there you go. That is Krakatoa, and we like it. We like it. Doing its thing. Hey, aloha, Kathy, and glad to have you on board. And did I miss anyone else sneaking in? We got Linda, we got it. And let's see, who else? Who else? No, I think everybody else is good. Anyway, if you popped in and I didn't happen to say hi to you, I do apologize. Sometimes people sneak in, I don't see them, and they grab cookies and run to the lurkers lounge, so too hard for me to see back there. Anyway, that's it for right now, and it is coming on break time, you guys, so let us put this back onto some lovely stuff for you, and we will use my magic here and get the volcano going again, and that silly song. Okay, there we go. So all of the good people that are here, including Daryl R., who just popped in, welcome. And I am going to go take a break for about 5 minutes. So for you good folks, please don't be running away or anything like that. And on that note, also if you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. Make that thumbs up. It helps out and is the most economical way to support the stream. So I would really appreciate it. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing, and that would be awesome. And on that note, I'm going to go take my break, and we'll come back with some bacon seeds after the break. So keep smiling, and the super DrFox2000. All right, we'll take that. Thanks, Dave. Anyway, here we go. Throw that music on. I'll be back. Hey, look, there's an alien ship on the screen, and I think they're looking to get some lava. I don't know what that's about, but I'll be back. You guys just pay attention and take a look. It's materializing right in front of us. I'm not doing that, by the way. Somebody else is. Oh no, I can stop Dr. Fox song voice. I'm making noise. Help, hands it to Linda. Okay. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty, I've got the microphone back on. Welcome back everyone, and glad to have you all on board. And of course, what we're seeing on the screen is old footage from Cumbre Vieja volcano from last year, October 31st. And that is some of the stuff that we were seeing there. So pretty cool and awesome. Some of those pictures and video from way back brings back some wonderful memories, and pretty awesome looking. So really nice. Pig on stilettos. Yeah, apparently. Thank you everyone for the welcome backs, by the way, and that is pretty good. And you're back to front, Dr. Fox. Okay, thank you, Peggy. I'm glad we got those directions right. Linda, I would fall off of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would probably happen. Okay. Yeah, I can well imagine, Piggy, some of those stilettos there. Very dangerous. They're really pointy in the back end there. Anyway, love the memories. Yep, me too. And that is really kind of neat. Awesome looking volcano. It definitely was. Okay, so let's get over and check out our wonderful bacon seeds, though. I just want to set this in the right spot here so we can keep going later with it. I'll use my magic and stop that lava from flowing, and then we will pop over and have a look and see what we got for bacon seeds. Okay, Linda Schoof, I bet her ankles would swell up. Oh boy. Let's not get into that. Anyway, there is our last one from yesterday, and that was a cute little piggy, and man must have invented the stilettos, because a woman would not have. Yeah. You know, it's really funny. I always wondered who invented those, but never could understand that. Kind of silly. Anyway, next bacon seed is this one, strutting its stuff, and that's doing the piggy two-step. And of course, more spots. We do definitely see those wonderful spots. Now, I just want to check something here real quick before we say anything. And I just want to go over and have a quick confirmation to see, yeah, the ice cream boats are both there. So if you want ice cream, they are there. And the reason I bring that up is I know you're going to be hungry for ice cream, because I know Piggy is having hers, and she didn't tell anybody. She's not sharing. She's got a pretty darn big bowl full of ice cream. I bet you if that little piggy ate all that, that piggy's going to get a brain freeze. Anyway, yay, ice cream. Yep, and lots of it too. A big bowl full. And just that'll freeze your brain no matter who you are. I wonder if pigs get brain freezes, and you know, when they eat a lot of ice cream. Love lemon custard ice cream. Ooh, yeah. Don't get me going. I'm starting to salivate. All right. Beautiful though, and nice to see. Yes, they do. All right. Well, we better not give them too much if they get brain freezes. Or this guy will start complaining. That's a pig lawyer, and he's going to argue his point. So I like that guy. He looks nice, and pretty awesome. Nice colors. What? Salvatore Ferragamo invented stilettos. So it was a guy. All right, I think. Salvatore? That sounds like a male's name. And let's get on to our next wonderful bacon seed. And there you go. That is that is a squishy nose. I've never seen a pig do that before. Piggy, can you do that? Oh, oh, that's a grumpy snout. Yeah, it looks like a melted piggy. Yeah, that's almost what it looks like. That is kind of cute. You gotta admit. All right, next one. Yeah, I'm melting. I wouldn't doubt it, piggy. There we go. A little bit more smiley and some more good spirits. Looking pretty happy, that fella. And I love the smiles on their face. And that is awesome. And next one is this little guy. And it is a, I guess we call it a Dalmatian. No, it's got too much black to be a Dalmatian, not enough white spots. But that is possibly an Appaloosa pig. And that is very, very interesting. Nice little guy there. Just a little trotter, and gotta love it. Okay, it's a Holstein. Yeah, a Holstein pig. Either Holstein or an Appaloosa, one of the two. I do see a little bit of brown on the top there, so I kind of wondered. Indian pony pig. Okay. Could be, could be. All right, next one. Let's see if we can get to the next bacon seed. And this one looks like he's sliding down a sidewalk. And when I wish we would actually have the video of this little guy, because I have watched this video, and he goes sliding down quite a ways, and he's trying to figure out how to stop himself, and it just wasn't any way, and he went down quite a ways, and it was hilarious to see it. So that is poor piggy on ice. So that is a piggy on ice, icy sidewalks. All right, we got one bacon seed left, and that is what we're going to look at now. And that is this guy here, and that is definitely a Dalmatian, and he's smiling. He's spotted something over on the other side of that log, and going for it. So there you go, and that is a wonderful batch of bacon seeds. Thank you very kindly, Piggy, for sending those. And we really like that. A tree hugger piggy. Ah, it's a tree hugger. I get it. And that is awesome. And grass is greener. Yep. Love the tree hugger piggy. Okay, let's carry on. And of course, we've seen that both boats were in over at our wonderful dock, and getting some ice cream, and like seeing that. So for those good people who have not gone over there yet, you head down that road, and it curves a little here, go down there, get to the lights, and that intersection, you hang a left, and you go down to the dock, and they've got all those different ice creams down there, and you can select your flavor of the day. While we're looking at this, let's note that we do see a plume coming out of us, Sakurajima, and that is more important than the ice cream, of course, or is it? Anyway, that is very noticeable, and I'm just trying to get myself on the right page here. More coming out, more pluming. Let's see if, there we go. Looks better on the close-up, and that is what we're seeing there. and that is pretty awesome, and coming out with a little bit of a vengeance even. Godzilla making coffee possible. Linda jumps in a Doc's van, road trip for ice cream. Okay. We see more stuff coming off the back. I'm wondering what the close-up cam is like. Oh, that's the really close-up cam, and that looks pretty ominous. And we do see a lot of darker material within those clouds or plumes. So you can bet that there's a bunch of ash in there, amongst other things. Hang on, I wanted this one so we can see it. And the other camera shot, yes, it's nice having it real close, but I prefer to see a little bit more of it from a better, a more distant angle. So definitely an eruption going on there right now, and that is always interesting, very interesting to see, and hopefully it's not going to disturb anyone or cause anyone to have to evacuate or anything like that. And that is kind of what we're seeing at Sakurajima in Japan. And yes, this is live. So it is 6:19 there, according to that clock. So if we put a 30-second or so delay on it, and that'll get us to about right now. Anyway, that is what we're seeing. Pretty awesome. Don't really want to leave it, but I think we'll take a look, and we'll come back here in, isn't it an island? No, it is actually not an island. Well, all of Japan technically is, but let me see if I can check that out. Hang on. Where I got it. I'm trying to go to where I've got my extra map, Google Maps, and we'll do a quick zoom in for you so you can see where it is. And zooming in. It is, but it isn't an island, okay? At one point in time, it would have been, but it isn't right now. Hang on, why am I on that screen? I shouldn't be there. I should be on the other one. There we go. So there you can actually see, there's Sakurajima in that area, and we're seeing from over here where the boats are coming in and stuff. You can see right here the land is connected, and I'm sure at one point in time, and this was a volcano and a volcanic island by itself, but the lava flows have connected to the other main island. So it is pretty cool to see that. And yeah, lava flow joined the island to the mainland, and the mainland is technically an island. Yeah, that is kind of what we're seeing, and of course all of it here, these are different islands, and volcanics have played a big role in how those have shaped and formed over the years, and it is quite cool and interesting. While we're here, we take a look down here. These are some of the other ones that we see. And again, I'm not sure which exactly is the one that has Suwanosejima on it, but it is one of the other ones. It might be this one here. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll look at that later. Let's get back over there, and it looks like our eruption has kind of died off a little bit, which is all right. But we'll keep an eye on this, because that is very interesting, and we do want to check back here. And again, second ice cream boat. No, one ice cream boat still docked. The other one is leaving. So, yep, I hope you got your ice cream. You better hurry down if you want some now. But the other one is still there. Okay, carrying on. That is again the close-up, and we see that it is starting to calm down again, which is kind of nice. Moving on, there is Mount Fuji, and that is very nice looking. Mount Fuji, of course, an old volcano as well. Really good. Is Echo the Bot here? Echo the Bot, Echo the Bot, Echo the Bot. Isn't it an island? Somebody who's saying island. I thought we just cleared that up. Japan technically is an island, and of course, the thing by itself is not an island, right? It's part of, well, it's part of the Japanese island. Hard to explain. Anyway, moving on. Aso-san. Aso-san is in the sunshine today, which is really awesome. Kind of hard because of where the sun is located, but we do see that we have some steaming and off-gassing from its crater, and that is sitting right in that area. Probably a lot of moisture inside there, and it's gonna steam for a while yet. I'm pretty sure it would have had a lot of water go in there, so a lot of ammo to evaporate for a while. And of course that is in Japan as well. Next one here is this is Suwanoshi-jima. That is further down on one of the other islands, and we do see what it is doing. Just to back up into the darkness of the night a little bit to try to see if there was any lava coming out, and I don't see anything there. Going back about 4 hours in total, and now we do see the moon, but we don't see any lava. 5.5 hours ago, same thing, still not seeing anything down there at all. Moving back about 7.5 hours ago, again, still not seeing a darn thing. So I don't think there was any active lava from Suwanoshi-jima, and not doing anything like what we've got happening over at our wonderful, oh, it's doing it again, over at Sakurajima. Sakurajima seems to like doing that. There we go. That's kind of a nicer looking plume, and you can definitely see that coming out now. And yes, this is live, and it is 6:26 a.m. there in Japan, and that looks like a face. Look at the grumpy smile, the eyes, the nose, and the grumpy smile, and some kind of wart on his ear. I don't know. Yep, it's a mad volcano. So pretty awesome to see it doing what it is doing. Really strange. So okay, as it continues to belt out that material, that is kind of nice, and I don't know how much more it's going to continue, but it certainly does look like it's throwing out a lot of material there, and really nice to be able to see it in 3 different views, really, and having that close-up, that is awesome. Let's see, Marge Simpson. Yeah, could have been Marge Simpson. You might be right there, Daryl. It's a talking, yeah. My God, Sophie, that's all we need is a talking volcano. That would really throw us for a loop. Anyway, we'll leave that. Any possible for lightning? I don't know if the velocity isn't high enough, really, when we first see it coming out of the crater itself, at certain points it may have enough get up and go, but it certainly looks like it's slowing down a whole bunch. So if it slows down, the particles aren't hitting and smacking into each other as hard, and not creating that much of a charge, and the likelihood of seeing it would be minimal. Plus the fact that it's kind of turning into daytime would make it even harder to be able to see any of it if it was indeed producing a few arcs here and there, unfortunately. So it's really not the right style the way it's erupting right now. If it was pluming up straight up into the air and going quite high, I think we'd have a better chance of seeing some. But the way it is, just blowing off to the side and being a little bit more relaxed, I don't think we are going to see too much happening. But I'm sure those people that are downwind from that would probably receive some ash dropping there in their local areas. And of course, the sunrise, depending on what angle you're taking that photo at, are going to be pretty neat sunrises. Let's move on though, and Pepsi time. Yeah, I just wanted to pop over here to Taal, and I think I'll leave it on Taal for the break, since Taal is looking pretty nice right now. I just want to make sure that is up to date, and we see cars driving and stuff like that. So yep, it is working. And I'll leave it here for you guys. You can enjoy watching Taal for a few minutes while I go take my break. For those wonderful people that are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, here is your opportunity, and help out the stream. It would be really, really awesome. I would really appreciate it, and the YouTube analytics, of course, take over right after that. So if you hit that like button, that is awesome. See, we only have about 26 people in here today, so a lot of people doing stuff out elsewhere, I'm assuming. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I am going to go for a 5-minute break or thereabouts. So please stick around. We've got more volcanoes to look at, and next up is going to be Hawaii, of course. Actually, we'll peek at Yellowstone and then Hawaii, and then we'll go from there and do our wonderful weather and earthquakes and things, and all that nice stuff. So speaking of Hawaii, there he is, 2 pineapples saying here, and that is awesome. I'm glad to have you on board, 2 pineapples. And by the way, for some of you who may be in here and don't know, 2 pineapples does have a 24/7 live stream where he does broadcast the stuff that we have from Kilauea, and it's actually a pretty good channel. So there is the link. I'm bringing it up in the chat. If you want to go over and subscribe, by all means, do give it a shot there. It's an awesome channel, and the owners are good people, and I'll leave it at that. All right. Don't go away. I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Thanks. go. I am back. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you all on board. And let's see, Sarah Miles just got here, wondering what's going on. Well, Sarah, since you're late, we're going to go over to Yellowstone National Park. I'm teasing you. We're going to have a real quick peek at Yellowstone. And there's the old geezer, and let's see if that'll actually work, if I can get onto that. And they moved the camera real quick, but yep, Yellowstone still there, still doing its thing. Nobody has been vaporized by a massive super volcano going off. So do I need a note? Yeah, you need to give that to Piggy. I don't know if she's sleeping though. I'll be very, very quiet. Her trotters, she's got stilettos on her trotters. So she might freak out and kick you. Careful. Anyway, yep, we do see that. Oh, you're writing that note up? Okay, cool. Let's get over to Hawaii and see what the heck is going on there. And I know there was a lava flow and things, and we want to see all that. So let us pop over there. I'm trying to get myself lined up. Oh, hang on. There we go. All right, and I get that picture square in the frame. So yeah, this was from 2:41 a.m. The wonderful neon shot there that we see. And we do see in this picture that the lava level was very close to the full mark within that pond. And not sure, we can't really see anything in that toe area, but that is kind of what it looked like. Let's have a look at what it looks like right now. And again, very full, and you can see it is right up to the edges. And that is pretty awesome, and we can tell it's fresh because there are a lot less cracks in here, and I see the toe area has filled right up, so that is awesome as well. And it looks like it perhaps has overflowed a bit from the appearance here with the extra material around the edges. So even down here possibly overflowing a little bit. And we'll see what the other cameras look like. This one, of course, still not working. No, but this is the thermal shot from at what was the time on it? 2:28 a.m. is what it looked like. And as you can see, there's your primary vent area, that little hornito, and then of course. That has a little lava tube that feeds into the pond here, and there's your toe area. But this is all new flow that happened just prior to that 2:30 in the morning area, and it looks like it is welling up right in this area by itself. And then if we refresh that, and we can have a look at what it looks like now, and look at what has happened. We have lava flowing everywhere. So yes, indeed, Two Pineapples is going to get himself ready to go there, and I think it will be definitely worthwhile. And this has increased a whole bunch when Two Pineapples it's all over. Yeah, when Two Pineapples first mentioned it, I went and got this shot and looked at that and going, okay, where it's starting to increase. And this one was from 9:28 a.m. Is the time of that picture, and we see where it was there. And then if we go back to this one, it has completely gone all the way over, and of course around the other sides here as well. And that was from 11:28, so 2 hours later this is what we've seen. So that is a pretty darn good increase. Lava is all over, hoping for a good night show, even though everyone will be sleeping. Yeah, sure. You might get those European people, they might be awake. Maybe some Australians. Depends on when you're going up there to Pineapples. No guarantees that we can be there. So I love to see it though. Would really, really be awesome. There's always a replay, yes, and we will definitely be looking forward to seeing what is happening. And I really wish they would have live cameras going from there. You know, that would really, really be nice. Anyhow, I love seeing what we're seeing, and that is pretty awesome to see that much extra lava flowing out. And you know, when you look at the physical size of that lava flow, that is a lot bigger than that little tiny pond. And you can probably stick that pond in here, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times just on the area that we're seeing here. And we have the entire corner of to the right hand side there, and going around the curve all the way out to there to add to it. So yeah, it is an immense amount of lava that has been pouring in there, and that is really, really cool. I do love those replays to Pineapples. Okay, there you go. Anyway, pretty cool stuff, you guys, and we like it. And I'm wondering, massive amounts of flow so far. Well, when you're going there, you just be careful though, and keep an eye on before you go up, because if that flows too much, you may end up having to be going the other way, if you know what I mean. And hopefully your place isn't in any kind of a outflow path that it may take in the future. At least hoping not. Anyway, that is what we've got there. And I just wanted to kind of make a little bit of a comment. So this right down, hang on, I'm on the wrong one. So this right down here, if we kind of draw, I'm going to draw on here, get my whiteboard going, and kind of show this. So if the caldera, and this is going to be crude drawing, I think I'll use a different color first. We will use a wonderful green. There we go. So this would be the outside of your caldera, the caldera wall. And then the dotted line here will be kind of where we see the original wall. So if you're looking at that from the side view, it would actually be down like this. Looking at it from the side. So your primary vent is down here, and when we're looking and what's happening, so if you go up and say your surface was right about here, and this is where that hornito has built up and is pouring out, and then you have the other little guy not too far away, and the lava flowing out into the pond, right? And that is kind of what we're seeing there. But what it looks like is that the distance in here had increased from where it is, and it really is staying in the same place. It's just before the thing was down here, coming up in this area, and now that the lava has filled up a bunch, it looks like it is further out away from the wall. But what's happening now is we're getting the upwelling in this area, and that's starting to fill up in here, and then go all the way around. So we're seeing it go in that direction as well as this direction. So pretty awesome to see. Actually, it's from here, and it's coming back up and then willing out in those directions. Hopefully that makes some sense to you guys, and let me get that scribble off of there. we're going to carry on to the earthquake, so let's have a quick peek at that. And Two Pineapples says Henry Nelson, sometime between 8 and midnight Hawaii time. Weather and crowd issues for tonight's stream. Okay, got it. And pretty cool. So if you guys want to go take a look, the big thing I think is weather is what they really got to watch out for. We'll pop over and have a look though at our earthquakes now, and we'll get on the earthquakes map and have a look at what we've got happening earthquake wise in the Hawaiian area. I was going to say in the Hawaiian theater, but I don't have my singing voice. They froze it apparently, so I can't be doing theater anymore. Anyway, there we go. And Two Pineapples has got his boat ready when the Loihi Seamound finally erupts out here. He's going to be claiming the first 20 acres or so as his own land. And it'll be New Island, so it'll be pretty awesome. Anyway, looking at the earthquakes, we'll start out here in the water. 2.5 happened at 12:40, and it says this is a little confusing. It says minus 0.1 of a kilometer. So I'm thinking they're not going by sea level here. They're going by ground level. That has got to be what that is. Really makes me wonder what's going on. Anyway, that happened 2.5 and at 12:40 p.m. Hawaii time. Let's get a little closer to the actual Big Island, and we'll check on these ones up here in Mauna Loa afterwards. Mauna Kea looks clear, and nothing major going on there, just the old one that we see. And let's zoom in here. We'll catch this guy first, and that is a 2.1, happened actually yesterday at 1917. This guy here is a 2.7, happened yesterday as well at 1843, and that was 39 and 44 kilometers down, which is a little deeper than normal. And the other ones here for the Pahala area, typically between 26 and about 35, 36, or sorry, 28 and about 36 kilometers down, or yeah, something like that. That's typical. Anyway, looking at this guy, 1.8 from today, 7:58 a.m., and that is cool. 2.1, a little bit bigger, 27 minutes after midnight. Looking at this 1.8 was from 2:20 a.m. And I just want to note that is a little bit deeper as well. What about these other ones? 33 and 32. Those were normal. This is a little deeper than usual at 39 kilometers down. This one here, 2.1, and that is 14:18 is when that happened today, Hawaii time. And of course, 1.9 from yesterday at 20:56. And let's see, we'll carry on with these here. 2.3 today from 1:37 a.m. Looking at this guy down here, 1.8, and that was yesterday's at 2020. 2.2 yesterday's as well as 16:29. Then we've got this 1.9 yesterday's at 17:22. Looking at this guy here from this morning to 24 a.m. For that 1.8. We'll grab this guy, 1.8 as well, 43 minutes after midnight. And I think we missed this guy, 2.3 from 1:37 a.m. And again, those are roughly between about 29 to 36 kilometers down in the Pahala area. And that is pretty cool and awesome. We got these other ones. Let's take a look at the two up here on top of Mauna Loa. This guy here, minus 0.3, so it should be about 300 meters above sea level. And let's see, this guy here, 2.4, and that is showing a minus 1.3, and that was yesterday's at 16:12. Was this yesterday's? No, this is today at 2:38 in the morning. So that is still from yesterday, that guy. Going over to Kilauea, though, we are not seeing anything new in Kilauea. And there you can kind of see that caldera and the steepness. And remember what I was saying about the lava level. It is a bunch higher than what it is depicted in this shot. And of course, the event is right there. So if that is coming straight up, basically, that would be far away from the actual wall if it did exactly that. So pretty awesome, and we like it. Okay, that is it for Hawaii. So again, the big thing to look at is the massive amount of lava that is coming out, and it will be pretty awesome to see. So if you guys pop over to Two Pineapples live stream later on tonight, you will probably be able to get to see some of that, and that'll be really, really cool. Okay, moving on, looking at the rest of the world and looking for larger earthquakes. First thing that pops out for me, of course, is this one here in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. And that is kind of, remember I was saying we needed one here, and it got, and there is the reaction to that one there. And that is actually between the North American and the African plate, and that is 5.1, happened at 21:56 yesterday, and they don't know the actual depth, so they put down 10 kilometers. And going through some of the other ones, we see one here right at the tip of this peninsula down on the 4.8 Antarctica. They call it the Shetland Islands, of course, down there. I pity those Shetlands. Anyway, here we are, New Zealand, and of course our playground here near it'll be Fiji and Hunga Tonga and those areas. So 4.4, and that was at 14:16 their time, 515 kilometers down for that 4.4. Here's a 4.5, definitely Fiji region, 611 kilometers down. Long ways down. That subduction is way down there. That a plate must be taking a nosedive from where it's hitting here, and then just literally just going boom down, right? So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's see what else we've got in the area, in our Philippine and Indonesian, Malaysian area. We do have this one here, 4.2, 7:49 a.m. happened and it was 348 kilometers down, again deep. This one is just about underneath Luolatok, and that is 5.4 in magnitude, and that is a 1:35 a.m. that happened. And then we see one here also at a 4.4, and that was 9:27 a.m. 163.9 kilometers down, or just about 164 if you want to look at it that way. Nothing else major happening up the coast, so we'll leave that alone. We do see right here we have a little stack, and that is in Iran. There's a couple of them. 5.6 there, happened at 10:09 today their time, and 10:07 5.4 just before it. And we've had those quakes in this area before, so this is not unusual. And of course, we do see a little guy here in Tajikistan, 4.1, so that is about it. That's my most interesting one, though, for today. And they're not depicting anything else up there in the mid-Atlantic ridge all the way up to the northern edge of it. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. Moving on, we'll have a quick look here at the Canary Islands, and of course going to refresh that. Our wonderful Yvonne Kunkel is out there on the Canary Islands. She's on La Palma and enjoying her vacation. And let's see what we've got here. 1.1 is what's flashing, and that is just right beside Tenerife. Happened at 1931 today. But let's take a look and see what we've got on La Palma, and if there's anything new. And nope, nothing yesterday and nothing today. So La Palma has gone quiet on us, which is really, really good. I'm not going to worry about it, and it's probably good. That way Yvonne won't get too excited if the ground starts shaking. And she is staying here in Tazacorte, so that is where our wonderful Yvonne Kunkel is. Moving on to our worldwide earthquake map, I'm actually going to refresh that in case we want to click on things. It'll look a little bit better when we have accurate dates and times and things like that. So looking at the volcano situation, everything is pretty much normal. We don't have anything new on here. We may have a deletion or two, but I think most of them are still the same as what they were yesterday. So I'm really not going to be overly excited. We see that 5.1 on their map. We also see this 4.0 from today as well, and that is from about 6 a.m. Didn't know that was there, but it is, and that is of course right between the Eurasian plate and the African plate, very close to the Strait of Gibraltar. And looking at other things, Erebus still down here in Antarctica, showing as a red. Zooming in a little bit into this area, of course we don't see White Owl Volcano or Ruapehu showing anymore, and Tofua there, but we don't see Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai, which is not too far away from it. And normal stuff through most of the Philippines, and this is Papua New Guinea area. This is Philippines here, Indonesia. They're all pretty much pretty normal. Barren Island still there, not doing anything. Here's Subanosi Jima and Sakura Jima. And hang on, why they got an extra volcano on here now? Okay, this is kind of odd, but they've got this Tsurumi listed and now gone to a yellow. That is new, and I'm not sure what is all entailed with that, but that is interesting. It wasn't there before, so I just thought I'd throw that up there. And sliding up, we see our Kamchatka Peninsula still doing exactly what it was. Chikaratsky and Ibiko still out here doing their thing, and then Karimsky and Bezimiani and Shevelish doing what they do best. And zooming out a little bit, we go to the other ones. Heard Island still there, hasn't sunk. And looking at what we've got, normal stuff in Africa, I'm not going to worry about it. And there is Etna, Volcano, and Stromboli, and Campi, of course, and those other ones that are always asking about Mount Vesuvius. There's Mount Vesuvius right in here, and no, I'm sorry, you're not getting a Pompeii event today, but I hope that really never ever goes off, that volcano, because you see all these little specks, everything here, every one of them is a house or a building, and there are people galore living around that. You have a populace of about 2.5 to 5 million, depending on how bad of an eruption it has. But that is pretty nasty if that ever went. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope it doesn't. And of course, there is Sao George. Here's that other quake I was seeing there, that 4.0. And we don't see any more up here other than Astra on Iceland right now. So pretty cool. You sent that Vesuvius pic. Yep. Let me see. That was from yesterday. I tried to save that, and I'm not sure. Let me do that again and see if we can bring that up right in here somewhere. Let me have a look at this. And hopefully I'm not going to get dinged for copyright infringements on this guy. So let's see. Gotta find it first. Gotta find it. There. And this is the 1944 eruption of Mount Vesuvius. And that was taken from a U.S. Air Force bomber in 1944, you guys. So that is what it was doing. And yeah, you can bet that is Mount Vesuvius. So what we were just looking at, that area, that would have been going through people's homes. So that is old from a last eruption, yeah. So anyone who would have been in that area, you see the amount of lava flow, that would be in the houses, and definitely it would have wiped out a bunch of people's homes. And I am sure, looking at the amount of stuff coming out of there, that anything downwind would have really nailed it, and it would have been covered in oodles and oodles of ashes, hot ash and everything else that was coming out. Now, when you see that type of a plume come out, that's the one that you want to look for when you're looking for volcanic lightning, because it came out very quickly, and it was a major eruption. So those are the spots. But anyway, thanks, Daryl, for sending that in. And pretty awesome from 1944. Okay, that's good for our quakes and all that nice stuff for right now. We will get on to our weather, and we will have a look, and let's see if I can get on to the right page here. Where did we go? That doesn't look like a weather chart. Let's go here. That looks more like one. And refreshing really quickly, and looking at North America, looking at pretty calm. Central America, I'm going to go real fast on this. Central America, not too bad. I just want to see the flows, and we see some of that is heading out into the ocean. But we also have a northern flow, and it's going to curve it around through the Gulf and come back a little bit and haunt everybody in the U.S. So hopefully it won't be too bad, and the wind currents will change. Looking at South America, still blowing into the Pacific up to about this point here, central Peru, and that's when the currents go back the other way and push it back over the South American continent and out onto the Atlantic. So pretty awesome. Very quick peek here. White Isle volcano would be making this little plume here in New Zealand. And of course down here that would be Melbourne, Australia. That'd be Leo Carlson's barbecue. And of course this is the coking plants that are over there. I'm kidding about Leo's barbecue. He wouldn't make that much SO2. He's a cleaner guy than that. So anyway, we'll leave it alone. All right, looking at the rest here. Tofua out here, and this of course Yasur and his buddies, and then we keep going with everything else, and of course Ibu and Dukono doing that. Luolatak would be right there, Semeru, Merapi, and then of course Krakatoa, and of course Jakarta is definitely helping with some of that SO2 as well, because of the populace density of populace there. And looking over here, Bulusan in the Philippines still doing its thing, as well as we are seeing a little bit of off-gassing from our wonderful Taal volcano, but a lot of that is still pluming up from just people pollution in general. Looking at what we see here, this is the from Suwanosi Jima, and of course remember I was just saying because we have the eruption there, we would see more from Sakura Jima, and it definitely is showing a lot more SO2 right in that area where Sakura Jima has produced that. I'm not seeing anywhere near as much SO2 coming off of the Kamchatka Peninsula, but we see where the wind currents are taking it. Sliding down here, really dirty air down in South Africa, and of course those are the ore smelters for gold and platinum. Looking here, DR Congo, that is coal smelting as well, or coal coking coal, and of course the volcano. Hard to tell where Erta Ale is. A lot of pollution from Saudi Arabia, unfortunately. And zooming in a little bit, and I find this to be a little bit odd, because that is a lot of SO2 all of a sudden coming out of Mount Etna. So definitely Etna has things in store for us. I'm not seeing so much pluming out of Stromboli or Volcano, but Etna sure is putting out quite a bit. And not seeing too much in Europe at all, not worried about it. The aluminum smelter might be running in Iceland here, and that may be causing that little bit. Moving on, let's get over into our weather real quick. Temperatures first, and we'll do this fairly quickly. I see still very, very warm again up here in the northern islands of Canada, so that is really wreaking havoc on the area up top there. And not only does it allow the mosquitoes to get a lot bigger, 4 of them can carry an average man away very easily. 2 can take your child or your dog. So careful where you are. And yeah, we've actually seen 6 of them pick up a polar bear. I'm kidding you guys. They're not that big. They might be able to take your dog, but not you. That's kind of what we're seeing there. Very, very warm in some of those areas. And yeah, we've got some big mosquitoes. The further north you go, the bigger the mosquitoes get. So the ones that you got down here in Lethbridge or British Columbia, these are small guys. And the more, once you get across this magic line, it's like they're 3 times the size. And the further north you go, the bigger those flying things are. And that is pretty nasty. Tracy Bells, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Anyway, central states, very, very hot, and we see some collisions of air masses, and I'm hoping that everybody is heeding the advice. Keep an eye on what's going on, because that type of multi-directional heat and cold from different directions, and possibly 3 different wind patterns can create tornadoes very easily. Looking down here, very, very hot in Arizona, very hot in, looks like, is that Colorado? No, this would be Colorado there, portions of Colorado, and then North and South Dakota, and then whatever, I think that might be, I can't remember all the states there. Boy, sometimes it's hard to remember all the states. Kansas. Yeah, well, click your heels 3 times and go back home, and there you go. That, yeah, Wichita, I see it now, Kansas. And that is Arkansas is even quite warm, and we see all those. Yeah, definitely here in Colorado, some very hot stuff. But this is what I was worried about here. You see these. Right around Sioux Falls here, you see this big hook doing its thing, and those types of winds, this is where tornadoes can develop, right there on the leading edge of this, and really even in this area as well. It depends on the directions of the volcanoes. Yvonne Kunkel, welcome, and glad to have you on board. We're just getting through our weather here, and whoa, that zoomed out a little too far. There we go. Central America looking not bad, a little cooler than actual the central USA, so that is probably nicer. Cancun, 28, 29 degrees, awesome temperatures. Looking at the Amazon, holding very nicely as far as most temperatures are concerned. I see the cutoff point down here today is just south of Buenos Aires, and that is probably really, really good. Sliding over to New Zealand, very cold on the South Island. I see -2, -4, and that is, we're going to send that weather over to our wonderful La Palma right away, and we're going to swap places, and then they'll be warm down here, and La Palma can have that. I'm kidding. We won't do that to those poor people from La Palma. Northern Island, island of New Zealand looks pretty nice too. There you go, 26 degrees. Yeah. Yvonne, I'm sure that you're suffering there. Oh, hot here. Yep. Well, you can always go to New Zealand. What is it? -2, -3, and some spots, if not a little colder. Anyway, we are seeing what we've got in Australia, very cold as well. We see down to 5 and 4 degrees in some spots here in Tasmania, and then Melbourne, looking at 9, 10 degrees in the area, very cold. Sydney is at a 12, 13, depending on where you are. Brisbane looks a little bit warmer, 13 in that area, but not that much warmer. Yeah, wintertime temperatures, swirling vortex. Yeah, this low in here is helping out this high over here, and this high is what is kind of drawing up some of that colder air. And there's another low sitting here, 2 of them actually, that are causing some issues. Actually, I think one will be twisting the wrong way. One will be a high, that'll be a high, that'll be a low. And whichever is stronger will cancel the other one out. Here we see a really sharp shear line, and that is always dangerous for travel. And of course, this is the low that's driving that. Going up a little bit more. Here we also see that would be a high out here in the ocean, and that is swirling the wrong way, bringing some of that colder air up. And if it was up a little bit more, it would draw more of that warm air through and give it to those good people there in Perth. But and not to be. Anyway, looking at our Indonesian and Malaysian area here, everything still very, very hot. First heat in Italy, Sicily, and now here. Yvonne. Isn't that horrible? My heart really, really cries for you for that heat. And you could always move here to Canada, to Edmonton, and be enjoying at least 6 months of below freezing temperatures every year, if the heat really bothers you. Anyway, 26 degrees in Bangkok with a 95% relative humidity. It is raining there, and that is what we're seeing today. Also, going up the coast a little bit, and not too bad in Japan. Their day is starting out fairly nicely, and we do see this low sitting here in the Yellow Sea area. That other one that was kind of sitting in the Sea of Japan has moved up and is heading a little bit further north. Looks pretty quiet on the Kamchatka Peninsula, and we are pretty normal here in India. Quite hot up in this area. Can't remember what's all up here, Tajikistan and stuff like that. But yeah, they are very, very hot in some spots, which is pretty awesome to see, and I'm sure they are enjoying it. Saudi Arabia, yeah, cooking, just a cooking, we know that. And boy, that water must be really, really warm there, 33, 35 degrees. Looking at the water itself, must be really warm. Sahara Desert, western portions, really, really hot. Zooming into what we have here in Italy, not so bad, 23, 24 degrees, depending on where you are. There in Sicily, and Italy is not looking bad. Piggy's house, and I put in a new command so we can get Piggy's weather easier, and that is actually for her place. That is a lot closer than just the generalized island of Kos. So that is 26 degrees Celsius for Piggy as well. So you're in the same boat there, Yvonne, same boat as Piggy. It doesn't say 26, it says 23 here. Yeah, Tazacorte. Time is 1:22 a.m. Thanks, Piggy. And that is in the middle of the night. So that's what we're seeing temperature-wise there. Whoa, what happened? That's the second time that happened. Let's zoom back in up here. Okay, Spain still holding a lot of heat, and we see for really early or well around midnight or something like that for these guys, that's still quite warm. Hopefully it'll cool off. France looking a little cooler, down in the south here a little bit warmer. Germany, Köln is roughly about 20 degrees Celsius, or if you guys say Cologne. Anyway, and we see Frankfurt 20, Munich 20, and going up to Hamburg or Hamburg 13 degrees. Not as warm, but looks pretty nice out there in our good old Netherlands, as well as Belgium, very warm, and still some awesomely warm temperatures in England. And then we see the Irish domain here. Boy, they're getting 16 degrees, and heavy flow from the uh, um, Gulf Stream is what we call it, and of course that's what we're seeing here. And we've got this circulation as high is circulating the right way to feed all that warm air across the big pond and get it up and into Europe, and that's what keeps them nice and warm. And that is also helping Yvonne stay warm here in La Palma. So very, very nice to see that circulation there. And that's usually what we see happening. But we don't see a low here as a norm. And when that low is gone, if it's up a little bit more, we see that flowing right up to Iceland usually. So pretty good stuff. Let's have a quick look at precipitation, and we see what we've got. Okay, North America seeing up in the northern portions some ice rain way up there, and bad weather up in the northern climates. Rain in these areas, and we also see rain in northern British Columbia and up here in the Yukon, as well as the Northwest Territories, and nothing so much here in Nunavut. I guess Nunavut wanted none of that rain. But anyway, a little bit in BC, not bad. We do see there's another storm developing here, and that'll be Manitoba, northwestern areas of Ontario, as well as Minnesota and whatever other states that it is affecting there. And yeah, we got some Des Moines, Iowa, or something like that. Sioux Falls, just on the end of that. So tornado watch for that area is what I would say. Anyway, looking down here a little bit more, we do see some isolated storms as well as some bigger systems, and it looks like Pennsylvania is going to get that stuff flowing into there. And we see all kinds of different stuff down in Florida, Panhandle, going up South Carolina, North Carolina, all getting some of that, as well as Louisiana and Mississippi and all those places down here. A little bit into Texas and right off the coastal areas. Moving over a little bit, we do see Colorado has got more storms there. New Mexico, some very isolated ones. Same thing with what's happening in Mexico itself. Not quite as much in here, maybe a little bit up at Flagstaff and going down towards, I guess, just in that general area, kind of central portions of Arizona for that. A little bit of rain back there in California. I bet you that's very welcome for those people. Zooming out a little bit, we're not going to spend too much time on Central America. We see the poor visibilities because of all the storms for our volcanoes. Northern portion of South America, Amazon rainforest stuff still holding in very tight, and very chilly down in Chile, but it looks like that low moved up and off of there a bit, so there's a little bit of a reprieve there, I think, for those good folks. Sliding over a bit more, we see New Zealand, not too bad. There's that high, there's that low, there's the other low, and that is going to bring in some bad weather, but warmer weather for them if it moves down a bit more. Here's that shear front we were talking about, and then it's got a second one following up on it. Hopefully that they're not going to be too bad off. And thunderstorms galore through Indonesian, Malaysian, and Philippine areas, including Bangkok, and also up into India and that area. Moving up towards, we see Korea is getting nailed with some of bad storms there, as well as going into China, northern end of Japan, a big storm up there. And we see this mess up here by Alaska. Hopefully that will go north and not come west or east. As far as I'm concerned, it can go north. Anyway, zooming back in here, pretty much normal for India, and not as bad here in Africa. We do see a little bit of stuff here in Poland, but this is kind of not good. A low and a low there, and that circulation, and this is creating some big storms, and that may move in towards England and Ireland, England, Scotland. You guys get ready for getting some heavy duty storms. Also seeing what we've got here in Sweden, not too bad. Norway, not as bad. And actually not seeing too much. Just up here in Russia, we see another storm system. Pretty normal for those areas. Zooming in, and this area, of course, Iceland, we see some isolated rain areas, but not bad. What does that mean? Rain? I forgot. Which areas? If this is precipitation. So if you see clouds over top of something, the bluish areas or whatever, that is all in all likelihood gonna rain. So hopefully that won't be too bad. Piggy, you're heading out. You be on your own. Okay, good night, Piggy, and rest well, sweet dreams, and hopefully you'll be okay. Show's just about over anyway, you guys. So just zooming out a little bit, equatorial storm still kind of looks like it is intact. But we do have a bunch of different systems down on the bottom end here. Of course, that is just the way it works in wintertime for the southern hemisphere. And Tetra is heading out too. Okay, no worries. Okay, back to temperatures real quick. We'll find our cold spot for today. If we zoom in a little bit, and we can see I've got minus 73. I did see a 74 in there. Minus 74, and you found a minus 80? Holy Batman. You must have been searching for a while there, Sue, and that is pretty awesome. Minus 80. Yeah, you make sure you bundle up your penguins, because that is really cool. And minus 74. I'm not seeing a minus 80, but yeah, definitely see a minus 74, 75. Oh, minus 79, minus 79. I'm sure minus 80 is right around here somewhere. If I'm seeing a minus 79, I can pretty much guarantee a minus 80 in here as well. So I'm not going to try to find it, but I definitely believe that it exists. We do see minus 79. You are not going to be able to tell the difference between minus 79 and minus 80. Because your eyeballs will have frozen shut or open or whatever, and that is it. So you're in the right area. Yep, I think so. But I'm not going to worry about it. If I see a minus 80, that'll be really good. Yeah, minus 79. I trust you, Sue. I think we're when we see that, you know, minus 79, that is cold enough. So, like I say, your skin at that temperature will literally freeze really bad. Daryl, thank you very kindly for that, Daryl. Our $5 super chat. Thank you kindly, Daryl. I appreciate that. And I don't mind sharing that. That was actually a very interesting looking thing. So, being in the Lurkers Lounge eating too many cookies. Oh, Storm Chaser. Don't do that. March of the Penguins. Yeah, minus 79, minus 80. Yeah, that's close enough for me to share. Like I said, you are not going to be able to tell the difference. And like I said, if you are out there and you have your eyeballs looking without any protection over top of them, your eyeballs will freeze in an open position. And that is kind of that temperature. So bundle up your penguins by all means. That is way, way too cold for me. And on that friendly note, it is time to look at something a heck of a lot warmer. And of course, let's get you back over to our wonderful volcano. I just want to do a refresh on this picture real quick. And yeah, more hot, fresh lava there at Kilauea. And that is what we're seeing. So putting on the stuff from Cumbre Vieja from last year, October 31st, as our final, and we will let that run. So thank you everyone for being here today. Been an awesome show, and big thank you to Gura for 2 super chats there, 45 Swedish kroners and 20 Swedish kroners, and thank you kindly for those 2. And Anna Wallner with their 20 euro super chat. Thank you very, very much for that generous super chat, Anna. Kevin Haynes for a $2 super chat, and Daryl R for a $5 super chat. Thank you, all of you guys, for that awesome support. Also, every one of you members in here, thank you kindly for that support as well. And every one of you who is part of that lava family. And again, you don't need to be throwing in super chats, and you don't need to buy an actual membership to be part of our wonderful lava family here. We like everyone that comes in. And Lizoid is late, and Yvonne is back. Yvonne, welcome back. And Lizoid, I'm sorry that you're coming in right at the very end of the show. And I wish you would have been here a little bit earlier. We had some nice stuff. Anyhow, be good, everyone, and take care of yourselves. And that's it, basically, for today. And tomorrow we'll be back on same time. Remember, it is Sunday, so it will be the show same time as today, and everything will be cool. So thanks again, everyone. Thank you to the moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, Lucas Snow, C&D Boy, and Joseph Fields Official, and the other ones that may have been in the background as well, as like Gary or Mona or somebody. So thank you, everyone, and be good. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And most of all, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Take care. Oink, oink.